Hello YouTube fam, I am back with another interesting question, and this time this particular question belongs to curve setting, and the question says a curve having a radius of 40 meter and an offset of 5 meter is set out at a distance from the vertical point of beginning of the curve. Then we have to calculate accordingly the following two parameters. The first one we have to calculate is radial offset, and secondly we have to calculate is perpendicular offset. So first of all, I'll like to clear what is radial offset, what is perpendicular offset with the help of a diagram. As you can see, this is basically the green one represents the arc, or we can say a part of a curve. And this is basically the point of beginning of the curve. This is the center of the entire curve. See, this is the point A. If we draw a tangent at the point A, this is the tangent. AB is a tangent at the particular point A, and the offset is taken from this particular point at a distance x is equal to 5 meter at B. So if we draw a tangent at this particular point A of the curve, then in that particular case, this gonna OA will represent the radius of the curve. And we also know that if we draw a line towards the tangent of the curve at the point of contact, then that line is always going to be perpendicular to that particular tangent. And here this line is radius only. So OA jo hoga, that will be perpendicular to AB. Now this is basically point B at which offset is taken out. So we have joined B to O. So this is OB. Now we have to calculate this value of BC. This is the only, this BC is only OX, that is basically the radial offset. So this is only radial offset. Okay, since it is taken along the radius of the curve, what is this OC? OC is only the radius na. OC to radius ही है curve का, because if you joined O from some point D, O to some point E, O to some point F on the curve, then all this gonna represent the radius of the curve only. So OC is radius of the curve, and we have to calculate BC. So can you write OC plus BC is equal to OB? Like same this you can see in the diagram itself. BC and O are collinear points. So we can say that OC plus BC is equal to OB. Now what is OC? OC क्या है? OC is nothing but the radius of the curve. OA is equal to OC. So secondly we can say OA is equal to OC is equal to capital R, that is the radius of the curve. So what we can say that OA is equal to OC. So from here we can say that BC is equal to OB minus OC. This first equation. And what is OC? OC is R. So BC is equal to OB minus R. Now tell me, what is OB? OB, that is not known to us. For the time being, we have to estimate OB, because if we are able to estimate OB, R is known to us, so we can calculate the BC, that is the OX, that is only the radial offset. So this is equal to OX. Now, please refer to the triangle OA and B. This one, OAB, OAB, OAB. So if you see this particular triangle OAB, then in this particular triangle हम आसानी से देख सकते हैं कि OA is what? OA is basically this line that is perpendicular to AB. So this angle is 90 degrees. So the angle 90 degree opposite to the side the side that is opposite to the angle of 90 degree, or the right angle, that is called as the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. So OB is hypotenuse. So what we can apply Pythagoras theorem that says hypotenuse ka square is equal to perpendicular ka square plus base ka square. Hypotenuse is OB. So OB ka square is equal to perpendicular ka square, that is basically OA square, and plus this AB square. Okay, so I can say that OB square, what is OA? OA is capital R, so capital R square. And what is AB? AB is a distance at which offset is taken, so that is x square. So we can say OB is equal to under root of R square plus x square. From here we can substitute OB in this particular equation, and we will get BC is equal to OB minus R is equal to OX, or we can say OX is equal to OB, that is under root of R square plus x square minus R. So this is the formula for calculating the radial offset. You can remember this as well. It's very simple. See, plus minus under root of R square plus x square minus R. When I will be deriving the result for the perpendicular offset, that is also very much similar to this result, and I'll give you a trick to remember these two formulas. And mark my words, you don't wanna forget this in the near future, and you don't need to solve all this. You simply remember this and apply and get the result. because all the parameters are itself self-explanatory. R is the radius of the curve and x is the distance at which offset is taken. Okay, so we will use this formula. So OX is equal to under root of what is R? R is given as 40 meter. R क्या दे रखा बच्चों? R दे रखा 40 meter. So 40 का square plus x square. X is given as 5 meter. 5 square minus R, that is 40. Now I'll use my calci. So let's calculate this expression. So it's 40 square plus 5 square, just take under root, minus of 40. It's coming out to be 0.311 meters. So this is the value of the radial offset. So radial offset, first we have derived the result, that is coming out to be OX is equal to 0.311 meters. So we have derived this first one. Now we are moving to the second one, that is basically the perpendicular offset. So here we are having the second diagram for the perpendicular offset. See, you can see the difference here. Radial offset along the radius, that is not perpendicular to the tangent. The angle is something different, but here you can see perpendicular offset is, that is one which is perpendicular to the tangent. Angle is equal to 90 degrees. So this is the perpendicular offset OY which we have to calculate. This is the offset distance x and this is the radius of the curve R. Okay, now we have to do some kind of construction in order to estimate the result. Firstly, you have to draw a line that is basically parallel to the line AB. So we will draw it like this, parallel to the line AB. This dotted line represents a line that is parallel to line AB. Okay, so if this is x, then this will gonna also be x because they are equal and parallel as well. And if this angle is 90 degree, then we have read out the property of the transversal lines, that if a transversal line cuts two parallel lines, then the angle that are basically corresponding to each other are equal. So this angle is equal to this angle, so this is also equals to 90 degree. Okay, now assume this particular point to be D. This point is say D. Okay, so we want to calculate the value of BC, this BC one. So can we say that BC is equal to AR, AD? BC is equal to AD because आप देख सकते हो फिगर में ही कि ABCD क्या है, एक रेक्टेंगल ही है ना. ABCD, this one ABCD, इट्स अ रेक्टेंगल ओनली. और रेक्टेंगल की प्रॉपर्टीज होती हैं कि उसके जो हर एक एंगल होता है वो 90 डिग्री होता है, एंड एट द सेम टाइम जो अपोजिट साइड्स होते हैं वो पैरेलल होते हैं और इक्वल होते हैं. तो इन दैट पर्टिकुलर केस वी कैन से AB इज इक्वल टू CD. जो हमने कहा ये भी x है तो ये भी x होगा, और ये भी होगा BC इज इक्वल टू AR. तो अगर BC OY है तो AR भी कितना हो जाएगा, वो OY. सो दिस इज बेसिकली इक्वल्स टू BC इज इक्वल टू AD, सॉरी दिस इज D, दैट इज इक्वल टू OY. दिस प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ रेक्टेंगल, नथिंग एल्स. फिर उसके बाद से वी कैन टेक ट्रायंगल. लेट्स गो टू ट्रायंगल, दिस वन ODC. So same we will use Pythagoras theorem. Here the hypotenuse is OC, so OC square is equal to OD square plus CD square. We have to calculate the value of OD. So what I can say that OD square is equal to OC square minus CD square. What is OC? OC क्या है? OC is the radius of the curve, that is capital R, this one. So this is capital R square. And what is CD? CD is this one. This is the distance at which offset is taken, so it is x square. So यहाँ से OD square, OD is equal to हो जाएगा under root of R square minus x square. Now what we have to calculate finally? We have to calculate this particular value of AD. So AD is equal to क्या है? AD is basically equals to, can we write AD equals to OA minus OD? OA minus OD, बिकॉज ये पूरा OA है. अगर इस OA में से हम OD को घटा दें तो हमें क्या मिलेगा, AD. तो वही मैंने लिखा. OA is what? OA, you can see this is radius of the curve and OD is under root of R square minus x square. So this is the formula for the perpendicular offset, that is R minus under root of R square minus x square. As I already told you that I will give you a similarity between the two. You can see the parameters are same. Slight difference is there because यहाँ पे अंडर रूट ऑफ आर स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर है, और यहाँ पे क्या है, अंडर रूट ऑफ आर स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर है. ये एक तो डिफरेंस है, और बाकी यहाँ पे आर है. तो यू कैन सी दिस प्लस माइनस एंड दिस इज माइनस माइनस. सो यू कैन रिमेंबर ना, ओ एक्स इज इक्वल टू रूट में तो आर स्क्वायर एक्स स्क्वायर कॉमन है. यहाँ पे साइंस क्या आ रही है, पहले प्लस माइनस, और अगर वही परपेंडिकुलर है तो पहले क्या आ रहा है, माइनस माइनस. और यू कैन सी ना दिस इज परपेंडिकुलर, दिस इज नेगेटिव से स्टार्ट होता है, तो पी एन दैट इज फोन नंबर। आप ऐसे रिमेंबर कर सकते हो अपने कुछ निमोनिक से ट्रिक्स बनाकर। मैंने तो ऐसे रिमेंबर किया है कि भाई दोनों में दो टर्म्स कॉमन है, आर स्क्वायर एक्स स्क्वायर। पहले वाले में क्या था, तो पहला वाला रेडियल था, दूसरा परपेंडिकुलर था, परपेंडिकुलर ओके, पी एन फोन नंबर, यानी कि नेगेटिव से स्टार्ट होगा तो माइनस माइनस आएगा, यानी कि अंडर रूट ऑफ आर स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस आर, और उसमें क्या हो जाएगा तब प्लस माइनस हो जाएगा, अंडर रूट ऑफ आर स्क्वायर प्लस एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस आर, सॉरी मैंने ओ आई का थोड़ा उल्टा बोल दिया, आर माइनस अंडर रूट ऑफ आर स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर दैट इज माइनस माइनस। तो आप रिमेंबर कर सकते हो अपने निमोनिक्स बना के। अब यहाँ पे वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो, तो आर की वैल्यू 40 है, अंडर रूट ऑफ 40 स्क्वायर माइनस एक्स इज व्हाट 5 स्क्वायर, सो व्हाट रिजल्ट यू आर गेटिंग, this is 40 square minus 5 square under root minus 40, it's coming out to be 0.3137 meters. So this is the value of a perpendicular offset, the second one. So here we are done with all the two results, that is OX is equal to 0.311, that is radial offset, and OI is equal to 0.3137, that is basically the perpendicular offset. Hope you found this particular video interesting and informative. If yes, stay tuned, do like, do share, do subscribe. Bye bye.